Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel. So today I have some mystery boxes, which are always fun to unbox. So yeah, so these come from Premier. Now Premier, they don't have mystery boxes often, and I think I looked on my channel, and the last time that I buy them when they have them, but I looked at my channel, and the last time that I seen me do a video on a Premier mystery box was 3 years ago. So that had to have been the last time that they'd had them, or it was the last time that I have got them. Anyways, if they had them before, I must have missed out. But usually I usually get all the mystery boxes whenever they, places like that have them. And like I said, Premier doesn't have them that often, but they did have some, and I was pretty excited to get them. So I did order these from Premier.com on their website. It had been the first time I ordered from their website in a while. I did notice some changes with their shipping prices. Like they had, so they had like two different sizes you could get. Like I think it was a 3-weight and a 4-weight, or a 3-weight and a bulky. I don't know, we'll have to look in just a minute. And I always like to buy multiples of each, so I can show you everybody and let you know if they're going to be the same or different. But so I tried to buy 3 of each of the 2 that they had, and like it wanted to charge me like tons in shipping for some reason. I always thought it was like free over $75. So I didn't know why that was, but anyway, so I knocked it down to just 2 of each one, and then it gave me free shipping. So then I looked later on the site, they had changed shipping prices, so I think it's just different now. You guys have to go and read it. So anyways, so I have 2 of each flavor or size of mystery bag that they had, because I didn't want to pay that. The shipping price was a little high, so I didn't want to pay it. Generally it wouldn't bother me, but I thought 2 would be sufficient enough to see if they were going to be the same or not. Alright, let's look at it. Now, the making of the video, which is 9/20/2023, Premier does still have these mystery boxes on their website. So for $35. And then like they have different shipping rates now, so I think you gotta spend like $80 for free shipping, and under that it's different, but you guys can look it up and see. But I did get free shipping with what I bought, so yes, they still have them. $35. Well, let's see what's in them for $35. So they have so they have a chunky weight one and a DK weight. So they have a 5-weight bag and a 3-weight bag. I got 2 of each. Let's check it out, shall we? Let's check it out. I can't ever complain about any of Premier mystery bags that I've gotten before. I've always liked what they've sent, and I've thought that they were always worth it. But that was like 3 years ago, and the one prior to that could have been 5 years. I don't remember, but I know it's been a long time. We'll see how different they are now. Alright, so like I said, I haven't bought directly from Premier's website in a long time. I get Premier's yarn elsewhere. Nice. There's a little catalog with featured yarns. I guess this one's on their website or whatnot. Okay, that came in. And here is mystery bag. So they got them bagged separate. So I got, this one says chunky. So let's do the DK weight, the 3-weight first, the 2 3-weights, to see if they're the same. Since I'm not a huge fan of DK weight yarns or 3-weight yarns, let's see what's inside. Sometimes I can use 3 weights. A lot of times I'm not a big fan. Let's see if they're both the same or not. So this was $35. And if you spend $85 to under $200, I think it's free. But if you spend over that, I don't know. You just have to look at their shipping rates. Okay, let's see what we got here. Premier Wool Select. Okay, I think I did see this in their clearance section. which is fine. That's generally what mystery boxes are. I thought I did it one time. That's actually a pretty color. I'm gonna go ahead and open these up so we can look. Oh, it's a really pretty teal. I don't know what that looks like to you, but it's actually like a really dark teal green. Yeah, lightweight number 3. It's the color is called Mallard. Yeah, it's like a teal green. I don't know why it's looking black up on my camera, but it's a super, super dark teal green. I mean, like, could be the darkest teal green I've ever seen in my life, but it's still pretty. So the Premier Wool Select Easy Care Wool Blend is 273 yards, 250 meters of a 75 acrylic, 25 wool blend, made in Turkey, lightweight 3, hand wash, lay flat. Feels fine. Doesn't, it's scarfable, you know. It's probably comparable to, I mean, it's got some wool in it, but you really can't tell it that it has wool in it, you know. I guess you can a bit. It's comparable to maybe a scarfy yarn or something like that, if you've had that. I guess, you know, it's softer than Red Heart Super Saver, but maybe a step above. It's usable, I mean, for a scarf or whatnot. So I got 3 of those. Boom, boom. And then I got, okay. Now this is actually a sport weight, which is a 2 weight. So even though it says that they're 3 weights, this is not a 3 weight. It's unfortunate. Well, I don't like 3 weights that well, but I really don't like sport weights. Sport weights are 2 weights. So why don't we see what what this is? I'm sorry. It's a beautiful red, I gotta say that, but it's very thin. So definitely not the 3 weight that they say. I've had this before, only in a thicker weight. There's their brand, Fibra. Natural Fine Hand Knitting Yarns, Cotton True Sport. It's 100% Pima cotton. It's a 50-gram ball, 175 or 1.75 ounces, or 180 meters, 197 yards of a 2 weight. 2 weight. Okay, I like Pima cotton. Let's feel this one. I like some better than others, so let's check this one out. It says you can machine wash it, but don't dry. So Pima cotton at a 2 weight. It's an okay Pima cotton. But like I said, I already know the feel of it because I've purchased it before, but not in the 2 weight. It's an average Pima cotton feel. It's not like the best Pima cotton I've ever felt, but it's not the worst one I've ever felt. It's, you know, you could definitely make a garment out of it. It'd be soft enough for that. It being a 2 weight though, I'm not a huge fan of the 2s, so here we go. So I got 5 of those at 200 yards, 1,000 yards of a 2 weight. I guess that would be enough to make a shawl if you wanted to make a shawl out of that. All right. Why are they sending me? Okay, so they say these are DK weight bags. Now they're sending me lace weight too. So I got 1 DK or 1 3 weight, and then I got a 2 weight, and now I got some lace weight. So just know, I don't know if you're gonna get what I get, but just know this first bag is not DK. It's not 3 weight. 1 yarn was so far. This one was a sport, which is a 2 weight. This is the lace weight. Now, yeah, I know mystery bags are what they are, you know, and you don't always like the yarn that's in them. I can honestly say that I don't like this yarn, okay? But, you know, that's okay. For one thing, it's made out of 100% linen. I'm not a huge fan of linen yarn at all. It's probably one of my least favorite fibers to work with. And it's a lace weight, which is like a 0 or a 1 weight. I can't use that stuff. I can't use that. But anyways, it's made by the same brand there. 100% linen. There are 500 meters or 547 yards because you got a lot of, it's a hank. It's a pretty red as well. You got a lot of yardage because it's like a 1 weight. Made in Turkey. The color is called Poppy. That's appropriate. That's appropriate. I love poppies. They're such pretty flowers. It says you can machine wash and tumble dry. Nice. Alright, this is my Universal yarns. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And like I said, that's okay. Okay? So, because mystery boxes are, you get what you get. But I do think if they say that it's a DK mystery box, they should put DK yarn in it. Not 1 and 2 weights. Come on now, that's not DK. If I knew it was going to have 1 and 2s, I probably wouldn't. Now, I don't know. If, you know, since they labeled it as a DK, I would expect DK. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Okay, then I got a Premier bag, canvas bag. And I got one more yarn up in here. Okay, I do like this yarn. I can say that I do like this one. And I actually have a top made out of it on my channel. This is a nice one. So this is Universal Yarns Cotton Supreme DK. Now, it is 100% cotton. 230 yards. Lightweight number 3. Made in Turkey. Machine wash. And it says you can dry on low. Okay, so it's a fine cotton yarn and it's good enough. It's garment worthy. That's what I call it. You can make a. It's actually softer than a Pima. I have a top on my channel made out of this. Only a different variety of it. It's the Universal Cotton Supreme spray. So it's like spotted with different color. But it's still really pretty. And I liked the yarn when I used it. So this one I do like. And they said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So that's what was in my first DK bag. Okay. Overall thoughts. $35 is not a bad price for the amount of yarn that you get. I love this one the best. The DK Cotton Supreme. That one is probably usable for me because it is on the thicker side of a DK weight. And like I said, I've used it before. And had no problem with using it. And I did make a top out of it. I have a tutorial on my channel for it. I do like the Wool Select. I don't see any problem with this at all. The green is really pretty. It's just like super dark. I call it teal, but I don't know. I don't know. So those were the DK weights. And even though they did label it as a DK weight, they gave me 5 of these sport weights, which I will not be able to use. And then 5 of these 1 weights, and then which I won't be able to use because it's a 1 weight in a DK weight bag, and I'm not a huge fan of linen. But that's okay, like I said, because it's just a mystery. You don't know what you're going to get. So that bag was okay. I think it was worth $35. Definitely the yarn was worth $35 that they put in the bag. But, you know, like I said, I do wish that it would have contained all DK like it stated that it did. But that's okay. Here's a new one. This looks like maybe it might have different yarn in it. That's always exciting when it's something different. It may not. I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, I think maybe they're different. It's always fun when they're different, right? Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh, I got some more of the DK Cotton Supreme in purple. Love it. That's exciting. So 5 hanks of that. That's just like the blue. It just has a different label on it, but it's the same. So this was in my other bag, and this was in this one. I like them both, but I'm going to say, I don't know. They're both pretty. I would use both of those, definitely. I'm not going to open it because it's exactly the same, so very garment worthy, as for 100% cotton. Love that one. What else we got in here? Ooh, we got some more Wool Select. So this is the same as that dark teal green one. 3 of them in a light blue. I like that blue as well. So this is decent, definitely. Like that. And we got some more 3 weight here. This is Premier Anti-Peeling Everyday Dots. I have had this before. It is a DK weight. 273 yards. Premier has, their anti-peeling yarn is pretty nice. It's got a nice shine to it. I do love their logo. It's for their anti-peeling. It always says, like new, wash after wash. I love that. I always say that every time I get a Premier yarn that's anti-peeling. It's 100% anti-peeling acrylic, 273 yards, 250 meters of a lightweight 3. So I've had this before. I use it on my knitting machine because I always thought it was kind of a lighter 3 weight to me, but everybody's different. You can see that, but it is feel soft. It's a nice soft yarn. Definitely way softer than Red Heart Super Saver. On a softness scale, it would rank pretty high for an acrylic value at acrylic yarn, you know. Plus it's anti-pilling, which, you know, makes it, I think, maybe softer, and I love the shine on it as well. So love that yarn as well. It's a nice one. And then, oh, I got another bag. Oh, with a hook in it. It's a J hook. So you got this, and it comes with a, this is just a cheap wooden hook here, I think. Well, I don't know. It's plus it's inline. I won't be able to use that, but it's cool that they put a hook in it. In my favorite size. I guess it's, I don't know if it's cheap or not. It's just some type of bamboo hook, I think. It's just really lightweight. I don't use wooden hooks, but you know, it's nice that they do that in there as a little surprise. And here's like a little coin purse or something. Coin bag. I don't know what you do with that, but keep your hook in it. You know, they just threw in something interesting to be. Okay, and this is, I don't know what this is. Let's open it up. Oh, it's more of that one brand. That Fibra brand or whatever it is. Unity Beyond. So this is classified as a 3 weight as well. It's got the bumpies. It's the bumpies. I don't like the bumpies. Okay, let's read about it. It's 36 wool, 28 cotton, and 36 No. 36 wool, 28 cotton, 18 linen, and 18 bamboo. 240 meters or 262 yards. So this is feeling like similar to Red Heart Super Saver in the way it feels. You know, I'm sure that is one thing about linen, though, I could say, even though it's probably, you know, everybody's different, everybody has their own opinions. Even though linen is one of my least favorite fibers, it will soften up after you wash it. That is, I can give it that. So this is a bumpy yarn. I call it the bumpies, and they're classifying this as a 3 weight, which is good. I would give it that classification, but it is bumpy. So this one is okay. So they gave me 5 of those. So this mystery bag, I think, was worth $35 as well. And it also, this one actually did contain all DK weight yarns. They didn't slip any 1 and 2 weights in there like they did the last one. So that one, this one was nice. I'm happy with it. I do have to say, though, my favorite of what they sent was the Cotton Supreme by Universal Yarns. Was my favorite. Okay, let's check out their chunky weights. Want to? I got 2 chunky weights. Remember, these were $35 each. Don't give me any weird stuff for chunky weights. Okay. Let's see what we got here. First, we'll start out with the bag. Same as the red one, but it's black. Like them both. Oh, it's like Christmas bag. It's a Christmas bag. Look, it's got stockings and whatnot on it. Christmas sweaters, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not a Christmas bag. Maybe it's just got a hat. It's a winter bag. We'll call it a winter bag because it's just got hats. I don't think that's a stocking. All right, so we got some of this Universal yarn. This is a type of raffia yarn. I don't have a problem with this type of yarn. I have on my channel a hat with a wired brim made out of raffia yarn. I also have couple bags made out of it. It's good for that type of stuff. I don't have a problem with this yarn at all. So they're classifying this as a medium 4. Of course, this is what raffia looks like if you've never seen it before. Now when you work with it, you know, it kind of wads up a bit. It says to hand wash and lay flat, 100% raffia, 99 yards or 90 meters. Hand wash, lay flat. This is the brand. So I got 9. You know, this might be something I use because, like I said, I don't have a problem working with this yarn. It makes good hats for the summer. When you want to put, you know, you want a nice thick summer hat and you want to put a brim on it. Not a nice thick, a nice sturdy one. You want to put a brim on it or something. You probably wouldn't even have to wire it. It would still stand up, and it makes nice bags. So I'm not extremely excited about the color, but I can deal with it. I think maybe I'll keep this, make a bag out of it maybe. I just don't know how well that's going to look in a bag. What do you guys think? It's not my favorite color, green. Maybe a spring bag. It's kind of like a spring green, don't you think? So anyways, I got 3 balls of that. I'm not unhappy with it because, you know, I do like this type of yarn. It serves a purpose as for baskets and bags and summer hats. To me, that's the thing that I make with it. I'm like, maybe I'll make a basket. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. This would make a good basket. It's not necessarily like Christmas color green, but you know, I can just make a basket and it can be whatever. You can use whatever you want. I think I'll make a basket out of it. Yeah, I like this one. So, not unhappy with that. And they did get me the chunky weight down. Let's see what else we got here in the chunky weight bag. Ooh, okay, so I've had this before as well. Now they're classifying this as 6 weight, so this is super bulky. And I can't complain about that. Well, actually it says mystery bag chunky weight. Now, if you go by true classifications, chunky weight is a 5 weight. Super chunky is a 6. But that's okay. I'm going to go with their chunky weight, and I'll consider that a 5 or a 6 weight. How about that? So I'm okay with that. So this is this one. Like I said, I've had it before. It smells like straight up alpaca, even though I know it doesn't have a lot in it, if I can remember right. Yeah, they're classifying this as a 6 weight, and if you see all the hairs in it, you'll see that's the alpaca. That's definitely a 6, thicker 6 too at that. Oh wait, never mind, I had 2 together. All right, let's look at that again. Here we go, there's our 6. Yeah, that's a nice 6. Let me see how that's spun up. Okay, it's plied together, it's 2 strands spun up. It's made in Turkey. It's 86 yards or 79 meters, 80 acrylic and 20 alpaca. I love the color. It's like a charcoal color. And if you look closely, you see all it looks hairy. That's the alpaca in it. It's super soft. I mean, alpaca makes things super soft. I like it. I do. But like I said, I've had it before, and I knew that I liked it. So I definitely like this, and I got 3 of them at, what did I say, 90 yards? Oh, 86 yards, so we'll just call it 90. Maybe I'll make a chunky cowl out of it, or I'm not a huge fan of chunky hats. I could do it though, or bulky 6 hats. I think this would be best beneficial for me to make if I was going to use it on my channel. Maybe a chunky cowl. 3 balls isn't going to get, I know it's a 6 weight, but 3 balls still isn't going to get me too far as I couldn't, you know, I don't think it'd be enough for a full-blown scarf, but, you know, a cowl would be pretty. I like it. I do. It's very soft. It'll feel very soft on your neck, and I absolutely love the color. I think it's beautiful. I like black and charcoal a lot. Unfortunately, though, you know, you can't see it on camera, so I probably had to use another color for that one. All right, let me move on. What else we got in here? Oh, more of it. Oh, no, this is different. It's the bumpies. I hate the bumpies, but it is my favorite color. I don't like the bumpies, but it is my favorite color, a brown. This is their chunky cotton. I have never had this because it's made with the bumpy yarn. And this is what I call the bumpies. Yarns like this. I'm not a huge fan of the bumpies. I just not. So this one's new to me. It is 50 yards of 100% cotton. And it's a 6 weight. Again. Yeah, 6 weight. Or 46 meters. Chocolate is the color. So this I probably won't use because I can't stand the bumpy yarns. Unless I like it like a lot. Now the cotton to me feels okay. But there's really not enough in the... I guess you can make like wash rags with it and whatnot. But I have 3 of them. So 150 yards of they're classifying that as a 6 weight of the bumpies. They don't say it's the bumpies. That's just my name for it. It's the bumpies. This one I don't know if I can't really think of anything, maybe wash rags or place mats or something. You know, kitchen material items that you wouldn't mind being chunky weight, such as a hot pad or something, you know. If it's not a bad yarn, I just wish it wasn't bumpy. But it's still pretty because of the color is pretty. So that was 9 balls I got, and then I have one more bag here. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna like this one. I think I've had it before as well. Oh, it's pretty color too. It's like a magenta. Magenta, you think? A fuchsia. One of the two. So this is deluxe chunky wool. 100% wool. 100% wool by Universal Yarns. If you know Premier, they do sell Universal as well. I'm a huge fan of wool, whether it be 100% straight up scratchy to death wool or the softest wool that, you know, like cashmere and whatever. I like all kinds of wool. Definitely love the smell of straight up wool. So, oh, it's called Bashful Pink. What do you think? Fuchsia or magenta? Just getting what you think this looks like. I don't know. I'm gonna go with fuchsia. Anyways, it is 120 yards of a 5 weight 100% wool. You're gonna have to hand wash this and lay it flat, or it's going to felt, which I like to felt things, and I've never felted this particular yarn. All yarns felt differently. Here's their 5 weight. Nice chunky 5 weight. I like it. Beautiful. I like that one. I got 5 of those. So for this particular chunky mystery bag, I got the 5. This is my favorite of what I got because I love wool, and it's a feltable wool, and this gives me things, you know, I can make things with it, you know, but it's going to be a little scratchy, which is fine with me. You know, you just wear a t-shirt or a long sleeve t-shirt underneath it if you make something. I probably wouldn't wear like a scarf or anything, but, you know, definitely a hat making material, felting style sweater if you wear something underneath it. I don't have a lot here. 120 yards, so I got 600 yards, so we'll see. I don't know what Bagoday will come up with that. We'll see. 5 of those. And then this is 3 of the cotton bumpies, the least favorite of the bag. But that's just personal opinion, you know, everybody's different. 3 of these, which is my second favorite of the bag. Probably use this. And then 3 of the raffia. I guess this is probably tied with second. I do like raffia yarn a lot, but it's the color that's not like, I'm not gravitating towards that grassy green color, but that's okay because that's the fun of the mystery. You don't know what color you're going to get. You don't know what yarn you're going to get. And I can deal with it because I'm going to make a basket out of that. So I have enough to make a small basket. And you know, with this yarn, you don't have to do anything. It's just going to stand on its own. All right. I got one last chunky bag, and I can tell that it's different. It's cool that they're different and they're not the same like Land Brand. Not only, you know, I like Land Brand's mystery bags, but, you know, you get more to one, and it's going to be the same almost every time. But not only that, it's been the same for like the past 6 months. For me anyways. It's always the same. All right, let's look in this last chunky mystery bag. It's a big fat one. Ugh. Remember, these were each $35. In my opinion, the 3 bags that I opened so far would definitely far exceeded a $35 value. So far. Let's look at this one. Oh, this is why it's, we got some thick ones up in here. So we got some Premier Snow Cone, which I've used before. It's a chenille type yarn. So this is a 6 weight, 188 yards, 172 meters, is 100% polyester. So it's super soft. Not a huge fan of chenille type yarns, but there we go. I guess it's good. I like the color. It's like a minty green. I think it's pretty. I think maybe this would be good to keep this winter if I decide to make Evelyn some type of jacket or sweater, you know, to put some or go around the sleeves with it or around the bottom to give it that fluffy look. I think she would really like that, or even up the sides of it, you know, and around the collar to give it like a furry look to it. I think maybe that would do well for that. I like that. So I got 3 of those. Like I said, it's not a yarn I would buy, but since I have it, I can think of a use that I could use it for. Whether I use it for that or not, I don't know. But I could think of something to do with it. Okay. I've had this, and I could say that this is probably going to be my least favorite of the bunch. I'm not a huge fan of this yarn. This is by Premier. It's their Jazz yarn. It's like a 7 weight, so you know they're really going off that chunky weight scale. Chunky weight's supposed to be a 5, but it's a 7 weight. Look at that. I won't use this at all, but I'll tell you about it. For one thing, there's just really not going to be enough here for me to do anything. Like, it's hand washed, lay flat. It's a chain spun, chunky. I think it's chain spun. Yeah, you could see the chain spun when you pull it apart. It's a chain spun type yarn. Made in Turkey, hand washed, lay flat, number 7 weight. 16 yards in a ball, so 16 yards. Now I have 3 of those. Now I know it's a 7 weight, it's super huge, but even at 16 yards in a ball, there's really not really. I guess I can make like a scarf, but you know, you would just have to do like, to me it seems like it would just be hard to do anything other than like a simple single crochet. Not a super fan of this one, but like I said, it's a mystery bag, and we don't always get yarns that we are attracted to. But then sometimes we get yarns that we super duper like. Like I got a lot of yarns that I super duper like. So out of this one, out of the 2 I showed you, I got the chenille for this bag and this one, least favorite so far. Let's see what else we got up in here. Ooh, knitting needles. These look nice. I don't knit, but I do know some people that do that might like these. This is the Deborah Norville collection. I don't know anything about knitting needles, but this is a 9mm. That's pretty. The colors are pretty. They're wooden. So I'll save these. I'll probably send them to someone that's going to be knitting me something. I don't know if she'll want them or not, but send them anyways, because you never know, she might want them. If she doesn't, then she can just give them to someone else. Nice. So I got crochet hook in one bag and knitting needles in the other, and I think these are absolutely pretty. But you know I don't knit. Not because I don't want to. It's because my left hand can't hold that needle. That's okay. All right, let's see what else we got in this bag. Okay. Okay, again, not a yarn that I would purchase, like just go out and purchase. But now that I have it, and I have seen it before, and you know, it's heavy. I can think of things to do with it. So let's open it up and look at it. Now it's a very Christmas color of yarn, and it's heavy. Man, that is a heavy yarn. It's like the heaviest yarn ever. Okay, so they're classifying this as a 7 weight again. Let's see. Premier Very Plush Big, 98 yards or 90 meters, 100% polyester, 500 gram ball. Wow. So this is what it looks like. So like I said, I would probably not go out and buy this, but now that I have it, I can think of like things that I can do with it, especially related to Christmas, since it's such a very pretty red for a Christmas color. Certainly you guys could probably help me think of some things to do with it as well. In addition to lining things such as coats and hats, you know, like the cuffs and the bottoms. I think it would be cool, like for a stocking, to line that for Christmas. Or I wouldn't want to make like a straight up hat out of it, like a Santa Claus hat. Well, for one, it's not really the right color red. I guess the red doesn't matter, but I got, you know, 3 balls of this at 100 yards. Even though it's Christmas colored, you know, you can make pillows and line the outside of the pillow in this. That'd be really pretty too. And even shawl, I'm thinking of it, you know. I wouldn't want to like directly just crochet up a project with this. Maybe a scarf, I guess. You know, it's soft yarn. Maybe a scarf, but then again, it's hard to see your stitches with a yarn like this. So I'm thinking directly of lining things. And although I'm saying like like I'm thinking coats and jackets or whatever, but it's actually, you can go beyond that, like hats, and you can line the cuffs of your mittens, and you could line blankets with it if you wanted to. Actually, that's pretty cool now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it. Maybe I'll make a Christmas blanket and I'll put this pretty fluffy red around it as a border. How pretty would that be? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, I would have never bought this ever, like just went out and bought it for, you know, no reason. But now that I have it, I'm sitting here thinking about, I think it could really make some cool like lining your project type of things, or look pretty on a shawl, you know. A poncho at the bottom. Yeah, because like I said, it's super soft. I'm kind of excited now. I think I might make a Christmas blanket and line it in this fluffy stuff. What do you think? You let me know. I like that. It's heavy. 3 balls of it. I like that. Okay, I got one more in here. Oh, it's more. That is amazing. I like that. I like that. I like that. So this was in my last chunky bag. 5 of these 100% wool universal deluxe chunkies I showed you, and I said it was my favorite of the bag. I got 5 more in the exact same color, which gives me, what is it, 100 yards in each one of these? Oh, that's exciting. Which gives me, come on now, I can never find it when I want to know it. 1,200 yards of a 5-weight. Yeah, I can make something a lot bigger with that. I wonder what a felted poncho would look like. You know what? I may not even felt with it. You know, I might just make, you know, 1,200 yards of a bulky 5 would probably not be enough for me to make a sweater, so to speak, unless I just use, I don't think it would be enough. I could make a vest probably. And then, you know, you wear a shirt on your vest, so even though it's a little bit scratchy, you wouldn't notice it because you would. Yeah, I might do something like that. Excited. All right, so that was what was in my other mystery bag. Okay, so let me give you my final thoughts on these mystery bags. Overall, I got 2 of the 3 weights and 2 of the chunky weight, which is supposed to be 5 weight. I think the yarn that was in each bag was definitely worth the $35 that they asked for it. And if you could spend $85, you get free shipping, which makes it even more worth it. And even though there were some yarns I didn't like in each bag, that's okay, because I still think the yarns that I did like were still worth $35, in my opinion. You know, you buy the yarn for the fun of the mystery, and not knowing what you're going to get. I like to do that. A lot of people, you know, say dog on me and say, I don't know why you waste money on yarn that you don't. You know you may not like it. Well, I don't find it wasteful, because honestly, the yarn that I don't use, like these 3-weight yarns that contain 0 weights and 2 weights. That it shouldn't have contained those, but it did, and it's okay. I'm going to give this to somebody. And not only am I going to give it to somebody and make them smile, I know exactly who I'm going to give these to. I made a video, and I made other people smile. People like to watch me open mystery bags, and I enjoy opening them. So, and I think getting yarn that I might not necessarily use because it's too thin or it's not my style, I know people who will absolutely love it, and that's who I give it to. So never is it a waste of my money to get yarns that I may or may not like, because I know so many people that I can give the yarns to that I don't like that do like them. And a lot of them are around, around my area here, and a few of them are very fixed income, so it's a blessing to them. And then also, it's just fun to visit with people, and I always hope that I make people smile watching my videos. So never is it a waste of money. So yes, I think that mystery bags are definitely worth $35. I mean, I might even go back and get a couple more. The fact though that one DK mystery bag contained 1 weight and 2 weights was kind of a little, I thought it would be all 3 weights, but I'm cool with it because I know people who will take that yarn, and that's fine with me, because I'm gonna bless someone else with it. So definitely worth all the money. I got a very beautiful cotton, like I said, love it, both of those. I got 2 bags of the wool, love it, excellent, definitely will use that. And this is, like I said, not a yarn that I would have purchased myself, but now that I see it, I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to keep it. And as far, I like the raffia, like I said, not necessarily my color, but that's what you get when you give it the mystery box, and I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with that color, You can always use different colors when I use. I like this again, the snow cone, not a yarn. I've had it before. It's not a yarn I would have repeat bought. But now that I have it, I can kind of think of things as far as bordering wise. It would probably work well for some of my daughter's things that I make for her in the winter. I like it all, except for, I can honestly say I'm not a huge fan of this one. But I know someone who will love it, and I know some people who will love the bumpies as well. So definitely not a waste of my money. I enjoyed every bit of this. I think. Every time I've ever gotten not to mention the hook and the knitting needles, which I will also give to, well, not the crochet hook because I collect those, but the knitting needles, who I'm going to send to somebody. Never have I ever bought a mystery bag from Premier that I did not think was worth it, even though some of them may contain yarns that I wasn't like extremely my style. The other yarns made up for it. So I've always thought, at the rarity times that Premier has mystery bags, I'm sorry this video is so long, that they have always been worth the money that they've asked for. Never have I ever been disappointed in a Premier mystery bag. Now, these mystery bags are different than those mill-in bags that they sell. That's not what I'm talking about. These are straight up mystery bags. So I showed you what could be in them. It's cool. They were different. I'm happy about it. So check them out. Yeah, definitely worth it. And you've seen what I got. It could be different. Just because, I don't know how they bag up their mystery bags. So, don't expect the same thing I got, or you could maybe get some of the things I got, or you could get an exact replica of what I got. I have no idea how they do it, but I'm happy with it, and I think that it is a very good deal. You should hit them up, all right? Premier, if you're watching, you've always had good mystery bags. You always have. My time on YouTube, I've never got a mystery bag from you that I didn't like and didn't think was worth the money. And I do know Premier watches my videos. So thank you very much for, making the mystery bags fun and worth the money. It's very appreciative because some yarn companies, I can't say. I didn't say yours are good. Yours were very fun to open, and I like a lot of the yarn that I got. So I will see you guys on my next video, okay? Bye, guys.